call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Dogs ready to get this thing started and open the season. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the shotgun, the inside give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looks it in at the 40. Here's the handoff. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front with that mentality.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Right back to him on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
If they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Pulls it in, it's Lewis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. Moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Well, one of the reasons you go for vertical is because you know you've got dudes that can stretch the field. This guy is one of the fastest receivers in college football, so I love the play call, taking advantage of that speed to go make a big play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He'll do it himself. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Get set, get set.
They'll leave it with him. Smashes through the tackle. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Might be calling a hot route. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. I know their whole deal is being aggressive, but I'm not sure this is the right time for that.
Man, I'm staying aggressive. I believe in my offense. I know I need points. You know, field goals, it's not going to be good enough. Go for it.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, but how about these short yardage situations? Having a weapon like this, a quarterback that can run the football. He only needed a few. He knew that. Good patience. Scrambles around. Gets the first down. Gets just enough.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Now he's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That's caught. It's Frazier. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understand third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice...
Hits the afterburners. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Looking down the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quickly out to the tight end. And, boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. He's got 59 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolute...
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the touchdown Bulldogs. Once he got some room, it was over. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up. And
wide open, he makes the catch. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run it from the gun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Takes the handoff, it's Frazier. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Frazier. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available, scramble, give me an easy first down.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Fires downfield. He's got him wide open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. Closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Going to swing it on second down. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's St. Clair. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red opportunity. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
A 3rd and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a hit. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's St. Clair. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the Bulldog. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try it again. Wrestled down at that 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. They'll try to run for it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
The Bulldogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
27, Ohio State, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Hard running there. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Pressure coming. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Now from inside the red zone. He'll take a shot. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought...
Throws toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Finds a little space. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Trying to get behind the defense. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. To the air, it's St. Clair. With the catch, it's Lewis. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Looking to throw again. Snags it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Get set, get set.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football.